Welcome to Triple Level Travel, where we don't just visit cities, we unpack them in 3 ways. And today, we're dropping into Atlanta, Georgia's capital of culture, history, and straight up swagger. From civil rights landmarks to trap music museums, five-star steaks to $5 wings, this city hits every note. We're showing you 3 ways to do the ATL: the $1,000 budget adventurer, the $3,000 level up traveler, and the $40,000 luxury life. Whether you're here for street eats or sweet views, ATL's got something for every pocket. Level 1 is the budget traveler with a budget of $1,000. Atlanta, we're doing it the smart way. Round trip flights from cities like Nashville, Charlotte, or Orlando clock in around $135 on budget carriers like Frontier, Spirit, or Southwest, which leaves more cash for lemon pepper wings and vintage teas. Once you land, grab a 3-day Marta Breeze pass for $20. It'll get you from the airport to downtown and everywhere in between. For lodging, check into the Ecstasis Hostel and Urban Farm in the West End. $55 a night, so $165 for 3 nights. And you'll sleep among gardens, murals, and a local vibe that's pure ATL. Touchdown, checked in, and time to move. Start with breakfast at Ria's Bluebird, where $13 gets you a stack of their famous buttermilk pancakes and a bottomless cup of joe. Walk off the carbs with a stroll through Centennial Olympic Park, then head underground, literally, with a visit to Atlanta Underground. Free to explore, but you'll want to budget $6 for a souvenir from a local vendor. Lunch is a full plate at Busy Bee Cafe. $18 for fried chicken, mac and cheese, and sweet tea that tastes like a front porch afternoon. In the afternoon, catch a MARTA train to Ponce City Market. Browse a few open-air stalls and take in skyline views from the Beltline Trail. For dinner, it's $12.50 for a catfish po' boy and fries at JJ Fish and Chicken, eaten right out the bag on a park bench with live music nearby. Day 1, total $49.50. History meets hustle on day 2. Breakfast is grab and go from Revolution Donuts, $9.75 for 2 donuts, and a cold brew that doesn't mess around. Then, it's off to the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park. Entry is free, but the insight into America's civil rights struggle is priceless. After that, jump on MARTA to Little 5 Points, Atlanta's alt culture capital. For lunch, hit Savage Pizza, where $20 scores a slice, salad, and soda, quirky vibes included. Spend the afternoon thrifting at Junkman's Daughter, and Ragorama set aside $35 for a vintage tea, a weird mug, and whatever else calls your name. Dinner lands at El Tesoro, tucked into a quiet corner of Edgewood, $17 for 3 tacos, al pastor, and a tamarind soda. Wind down at historic 4th Ward Park, free and golden at sunset. Day 2, total $81.75. Final day, full send. Kick off with breakfast at Thumbs Up Diner, $14.25 for an all-American plate that includes eggs, grits, toast, and turkey sausage. Then head to the Atlanta Botanical Garden, $28.95. Admission gets you a morning in a rainforest, a rose garden, and a skyline backdrop. For lunch, check out the Municipal Market, some call it Sweet Auburn Curb Market. $13 for an oxtail plate at Metro Deli that will slow you down in the best way. Afterward, take one last MARTA ride to Atlantic Station for some quick shopping. $30 on small souvenirs, ATL hats, or a Georgia State shirt that says, "I've been here." End your trip at Slutty Vegan, $17.50 for their classic one-night stand burger and fries, wrapped in unapologetic attitude and flavor. Day 3, total $103.70. Final budget breakdown. Flight, round trip, $135. MARTA 3-day breeze. Pass, $20. Lodging, 3 nights at Ecstasis Hostel, $165. Day 1, $49.50. Day 2, $81.75. Day 3, $103.70. Grand total, $554.95. Time to level up in Atlanta. We're evolving from bunk beds and gas station granola bars. Fly in with either Delta Comfort, Plus, or Southwest Business Select from cities like Dallas, Philly, or Chicago. $420 round trip gets you the overhead bin space, the seat you actually chose, and a welcome break from budget airline roulette. Once you land, hop in a Lyft Premier, $84 round trip to and from the airport, smooth as peach bourbon. Add a few rides around town plus a 1-day rental, and your transport total lands at $250 for all 3 days. Lodging? That's at the Hotel Clermont, equal parts vintage charm and rooftop party. At $200 per night, it's $600 for 3 nights of neon signs, plush sheets, and zero regrets. Your Atlanta adventure starts smooth and spicy. Head to the Lawrence in Midtown for brunch. $34 for hot chicken and sweet potato waffles, plus a hibiscus mimosa that hits just right. Afterward, explore the East Side Beltline Trail with stops at the Krog Street Tunnel for graffiti snaps and a few local pop-up vendors. Window shopping is free, but grab a locally made candle or two for $20. For lunch, swing by Muchacho, where $24 gets you their popular spicy pork burrito and a side of esquites, which is Mexican street corn plus a refreshing agua fresca. Later, head to the Skyview Atlanta Ferris wheel, $17.50 for city views without needing a drone. Wrap the evening with dinner at 9 Mile Station, where $62 covers steak frites, Brussels with bacon, and a rooftop peach old-fashioned with skyline glow. Day 1, total $157.50. Start the day grounded in legacy. Breakfast is at Le Petit Marché in Kirkwood, $21 for a pimento cheese biscuit sandwich and iced latte, cozy and unforgettable. Then make your way to the National Center for Civil and Human Rights, $19 for an immersive experience you'll carry with you. Head west to Ponce City Market, where $65 gets you a curated shopping session. Maybe purchase a bold jacket, indie jewelry, or the sneakers you didn't know you needed. Lunch is inside the market at El Superpan. $26 for a Cubano sandwich, yuca fries, and a soda with kick. Afterward, take a stroll through the rooftop at Skyline Park. $15 admission gives you carnival games, vintage charm, and a bird's-eye view of Atlanta's urban sprawl. Rest, recharge, and get ready to dine at the Consolatea's rotating international menu, where $70 gets you a 3-course meal and a cocktail theme to the featured country. Day 2, total $216. The final day calls for green spaces and good flavor. Kick it off at Highland Bakery, where $19 gets you fried chicken Benedict and fresh squeezed orange juice. Then head to Piedmont Park for a morning stroll, paddle boat rental, or people watching near the lawn. $16 for everything but the squirrels. Next up, dive into ATL's hip-hop history at the Trap Music Museum. $33.50 admission and full of moments worth framing. Lunch is loud and low-key at Homegrown Georgia. $22 for a fried green tomato BLT and a sweet tea that hits like nostalgia. For shopping, hit Westside Provisions District. Set aside $90 for vinyl, boutique threads, or an Atlanta-made art print. End the night with dinner at Twisted Soul Cookhouse and Pours, $70 for blackened catfish, mac and cheese, and a bourbon cocktail that wraps the day in rich Southern style. Day 3, total $250.50. Final budget. Breakdown. Flight, $420. Transportation, including airport round trip, $250. Lodging, 3 nights at Hotel Claremont, $600. Day 1, $157.50. Day 2, $216. Day 3, $250.50. Grand total, $1,894. Level 3, VIP Luxury, $40,000. This is Atlanta at full throttle, where drivers wait curbside, chefs know your name, and the city opens up like it's been expecting you. First-class flights from Los Angeles, Miami, or Chicago run about $6,800 round trip, complete with lie-flat ease, white tablecloth service, and a pre-landing espresso that tastes like money well spent. Once you arrive, your chauffeur in a black Escalade, ESV, is on call for the full stay $8,000. For seamless round-trip airport pickup and city transport, no rideshare apps required. Your new home? The Empire Suite at the Saint, Regis, Atlanta, where crystal chandeliers meet marble floors and the word standard doesn't apply. At $4,200 per night, that's $12,600 for 3 nights of butler service, skyline views, and quiet that costs extra. Mornings in Buckhead start under high ceilings, not hotel alarms. Head down to the Saint, Regis Bar for a reserved table and a chef-curated breakfast, $310 for truffle scrambled eggs, smoked trout crostini, and a cappuccino so velvety it feels like a morning gift wrapped in crema. Mid-morning, your driver sweeps you to Spalding Nick's Fine Art, where a private gallery experience includes exclusive access to contemporary Southern works with costs that can range into the thousands depending on what speaks to your wall. Lunch unfolds at Atlas, surrounded by original Picassos, $520 for venison carpaccio, lobster bisque, and a glass of aged Chateauneuf-du-Pape. In the afternoon, attend a bespoke fragrance workshop at Indie House Modern Fragrance Bar. $795 to craft your signature scent with a scent designer and rare oils flown in from France. Dinner closes with a rooftop tasting at Marcel, where $850 includes dry-aged bone-in ribeye, pommes à la gote, and a bottle of 2010 Burgundy that softens every word. Day 1, total $2,475. Day 2 begins in motion, with no schedules, just sculpted moments and sky-high serenity. Stretch into the morning with a private aerial yoga class atop a secluded Buckhead terrace. $425 includes a pre-session green juice cleanse and post-session eucalyptus towels. Then head to the garden room, where $285 brings crab toast, ginger carrot soup, and a rhubarb lavender spritz served beneath hanging florals. Afternoon plans unfold at a personal styling session at the Dior Atlanta Boutique, where $3,500 secures you a wardrobe refresh, custom tailoring, and exclusive previews from the next drop. Then, it's time to slow down. A private twilight tour at the Swan House awaits, complete with a vintage cocktail pairing, $950 for an experience draped in Southern elegance. For dinner, Bacchanalia delivers a 5-course seasonal tasting, $650, expertly plated and paired with champagne that sparkles like your itinerary. Day 2, total $5,810. The final day doesn't rush, it lingers. Start your morning at Lazy Betty, where $460 buys a brunch you'll be dreaming about. Duck egg ravioli, caviar-topped hash browns, and a tableside absinthe pour that sets a decadent tone. Midday brings depth and dignity with a private, archivist-led experience at the National Center for Civil and Human Rights. $1,800 for exclusive access, personalized exhibits, and a one-on-one dialogue with a resident historian who brings the legacy to life. Return to the suite for quiet reset or simply time to appreciate the view. Some moments don't need filling. As the sun dips, a visiting chef arrives to prepare your final 6-course dinner. $450 for local quail, foie gras brulee, and a vintage Syrah toast that doesn't need a caption. Day 3, total $2,710. Final luxury, budget breakdown. First class flight, $6,800. Chauffeur, 3 days. Escalade ESV, $8,000. Hotel, 3 nights. St. Regis Empire Suite, $12,600. Day 1, $2,475. Day 2, $5,810. Day $3, $2,710. Grand total, $38,395. Outro, that's Atlanta, done with intention. 3 budgets, 3 journeys, 1 unforgettable city. Whether you're stretching a grand or sipping Syrah in a suite, the ATL delivers. Which version fits your vibe? Drop your pick in the comments, hit subscribe, and tell us where you want to travel next because we're already packing.